What you do at takeoff is crucial to getting a great long jump. In this video, I'm going to specifically focus on the role of the swing leg and how you can improve its movement to jump further. I usually tell my jumpers to block their front arm at eye level at the point of leaving the board, as this will create a greater blocking effect of the free leg. It will stop the free leg moving and impart more force back into the board. Now, I recently found some research that seems to vindicate that. This research looked at elite jumpers competing at a national championships, and using very high-tech equipment they were able to determine that the jumpers who actually had greater flexion at the ankle in terms of the knee drive jumped further than those who had greater flexion at the knee. Now, of course, this is a very detailed piece of research and one that we can't replicate in real life. And I think the idiosyncrasies of a particular jumper will also have an effect on how far the swing leg moves in relation to the knee and the hip angles. If, for example, you lean more forwards, you're going to increase the angle through your back leg, get more of a push. And that angle is also in the torso, is going to restrict the thigh being moved up. I'll say more about that in another video, as there are quite a few jumpers who deliberately lean forwards at the point of takeoff. If you think you know what the answers are to why they do that, leave a comment in the section below. If you can obviously move more forwards across the ankle due to the way that you approach the board and the use of vertical and horizontal velocity as well, that's going to affect what's called your projection angle, your takeoff angle. So we always have to put some caveats against some of the research that we find and adapt it to our needs. Returning back to the movement of the swing leg at takeoff, it is important to brake to stop that movement before moving into your hitch kick or hitch hang. Now, swinging that leg very fast is also important, as it will take you more quickly over the board. Now, that has to be combined with a proper setup of the jump on the third penultimate and, of course, moving into the takeoff. The movement of the swing leg starts on the penultimate in terms of the positioning to enable you to get the swing leg into the takeoff. Now, what I say to my jumpers is that there are three positions when you swing through. So you've got one in terms of blocking and holding the position, then two pushing out the foreleg, and three sweeping it back. Now, this applies to the hitch kick and hitch hang techniques. Always swing, hold, and then move into your technique. We were doing some 10-step approaches, and she inadvertently went into a stride jump technique as opposed to her 1.5 hitch kick. She used to be a stride jump jumper. I'd been telling her to really swing the hip in and block it before moving into the hitch kick. She got a really fast and positive takeoff and jumped 5.70 meters. Subsequently, we went into the hitch kick with an equally fast takeoff and hold before moving round into the hitch, and she jumped 5.74. Now, that indicates how important the takeoff is, because with either techniques, the stride jump and the hitch kick, she jumped a very similar distance. I actually found some research from quite a while back that compared the takeoffs of the hitch kick and the stride jump, and the researchers then recommended that those that use a stride jump should move their free leg quicker, as the hitch kick tended to always produce a quicker takeoff. So if you can do it for the hitch kick, you can do it for the stride jump. And my anecdotal piece of research with Bora recently showed that that's very much the case. However, the hitch kick has various benefits over the stride jump in terms of controlling rotation and using angular momentum to do so. With the stride jump, you're always going to have a problem when you start to jump a long way, in that your movements in the air are not really combating rotation, whereas with a hitch kick they are. I suggest that you focus on takeoffs at the pit, where you block that thigh in conjunction with the front arm, and post-workout or during the workout with video analysis, you look at the extension of the rear leg, the takeoff leg rather, on the board, and the angle that it's pushing you off. Also, do plenty of drills on the track where you work on the swing leg. You initiate the movement through the hip swing and not so much through the takeoff leg. You keep swinging that leg forwards to create your momentum. Now, you can do that with various drills. You can do it with free leg landing drills and step swing drills and skipping drills as well. We often do lots of those particular takeoff movements before we go to the pit, and in our blocks of build-up work prior to jumping we will always be doing takeoff work and focusing on that swing leg movement. Well, I hope the information provided on the takeoff swing leg will help you better understand how to improve your jumping. If you've any specific questions on the subject matter of this particular video, then do leave a comment in the section below or through my other social media. Do also check out the community section of the channel where I post various pieces of research so that you can see in more detail what I'm talking about in these particular videos. If you want to take your knowledge to a higher level in terms of your learning as an athlete or coach, then why not consider becoming a Coach Athlete channel member. I produce a monthly video which deep dives into the very subject matter that's going to improve you as an athlete or coach. Proving very popular are my training plans and programs. I'll upload those and then I'll discuss them and tell you exactly what we're doing in each workout. So you can adapt what we're doing and see how it's working and put it into your own training plans should you wish. You'll see how I evolve my training, what I take out, what I put in, and how one training block potentiates the next training block, for example. So head over to the channel's homepage, go to the membership tab, and you'll be taken through to the Coach Athlete membership. And if you're looking for a really fast training shoe that thinks it's a spike, then check out the Antiques Muscle Runners. They've got a carbon fibre plate which propels you forward, springs you out of the contact and adds to the velocity. They've also got TPU foam specifically placed in order to assist with toe off and encouraging a forefoot sprinting motion. A couple of my group members have been trialling them and they are full of praise. Indeed, Abraham and Daniel are number 2 in the country in their respective age groups, and they have attributed some of their success to the Antiques Muscle Runners. Check out the link in the video description or my video that I made which goes into detail on the Antiques. You can also get a 10% discount from the link in the video description. If you like the Jumps Squad merchandise that I often wear in these videos, then do check out the spring store.